Travis Scott has previewed some new songs while on his Circus Maximus tour, and most recently also had a collaboration with AP, which is really crazy, and they held an event in New York that he previewed, among other snippets, also Cinderella again, which is really crazy because we thought that was going to be on Utopia. It wasn't, but today we're going to go over all the latest Travis Scott news, including those snippets, so let's jump straight into this. If you want to stay up to date with everything surrounding hip-hop, make sure to subscribe and also become a part of this community by joining our Discord server in the description. Real quick, if you don't want to listen to this, make sure to skip 10 seconds into the future, but you can now sign up for my free newsletter with the first link in the description. It comes every Sunday and it recaps everything that's been happening in hip-hop over the past week, so make sure to do that. So we got a bunch of random stuff to cover today, and I want to go through a couple of those things before we get to the snippets and talk about those, because that's the main part of the video, because that's the main thing that we were kind of interested in over the past week. But obviously Travis is on his Circus Maximus tour right now, which was originally slated to run only until December 29th, so only up until New Year. But to my knowledge, he added like 11 new dates now, so until the end of January, because it was just that successful. A lot of people came to the tour, a lot of people loved Utopia, and I think that is a great sign. He's also been trying to get a little bit more into the spotlight over the course of this tour, among the clips from the tours going viral on social media, also linking up with Kai Cenat, for example, at the latest New York show, which was pretty cool, Kai being on stage with him. He also then kind of teased at some new music by posting this story where he hinted at making music before every show that he's doing. This was already like a week or two ago, but this was pretty big because if you consider the time we waited from Astroworld to Utopia, so 5 years, and we knew that he wasn't always active over the course of those 5 years in making new music, him now saying that he's been making music basically every day before every show is a very good sign that we're not going to have to wait, that long until the next album. But that is only like, real copism, because who knows? At this point, it could be to like 10 years till a new Travis Scott album. Anyway, he was also the cover for GQ's Men of the Year, which was pretty big again. So he's really been out here just doing a lot of stuff, getting that publicity running for his tour, for new music maybe, but that's still in the future, at least not until he's done with the tour at the end of January, so don't expect anything to come before that, but at least he's working. And also, this was kind of what I teased at, he recently dropped this trailer that we all thought was going to be the Kanye version of Telekinesis, and it was then not only, the thing is huge, but like it was kind of disappointing to a lot of fans, but he dropped a collab, a Cactus Jack collab with AP, the Swiss watchmaker. And this was really out of the blue. Nobody was expecting this. And at first, let me just say real quick, I thought this watch going to be trash, because a lot of times these watch collaborations are really trash and like tacky. But this watch actually looks great. Like the Cactus Jack AP looks sick. I would love to get one of those, but the retail is $200,000. And I don't got 200,000 laying around. And the resale is going to be like $1 million. So if you got one, send it to me. Well, anyway, aside from that, let's now also talk about the latest snippets, because those are very, very interesting. So he held an event for his AP launch. That is why I mentioned the AP in New York. So while on tour in New York, where he met Kai, he also had this event where he was launching the watch basically. And there he previewed new music, which is obviously what we're interested in because we're talking about the music. And he, for example, played a song that sounded pretty good. We don't have a title for this yet. Probably fans do, but we don't actually have one. If you've seen the snippet, you know what I'm talking about. I like that song, but the other song he played was obviously the more interesting. So we're gonna skip this one, not talk about it that much, but it's like a Travis Scott song that I'm not super hyped for it, but maybe only because the other one is Cinderella, and that is already where we're getting at it. He previewed Cinderella again, and we have a whole 2.5 minute clip of the song playing, of kind of the changes that have been made over the course of this development. Future is obviously still on there, and now he also confirmed that this is called Family Forever. So it's not Cinderella, even though Future has that one line on there with Cinderella, but it's called Family Forever. And this is the most official announcement for the song that we've gotten so far. And to me, this is pretty big because we all thought that this song was actually going to make Utopia. We all thought that this song was going to make the track list, was going to be one of the biggest singles of Utopia, but then we never got it. I mean, we got a lot of other stuff, like, you know, Thank God, or we got Telekinesis, that was the Future Sounds preview or snippet that we had. So I'm not even complaining about the snippets or leaks being on Utopia, but Cinderella was the one we were missing. And him now saying, this shit's called Family Forever, is a pretty good sign that they didn't finish the song before, but now in those sessions that he teased at before every show, they actually finished the song, have some sort of version done that is close to being released, or at least close to being ready to release. As I said, I don't think it will release at least before February, because up until then he's on tour, and I don't think he's going to drop it while he's on tour. He's going to finish that first, wrap up the whole Utopia era, the whole Circus Maximus era, and then get to releasing new music. That is kind of how I see this fitting in. Also at this show, we had Sheck Wes preview a new song, which is also pretty cool, because we all thought that the Cactus Jack members were all going to drop this year, but we didn't get the album from Sheck, and now he previewed a snippet, also produced by Filthy, and the snippet is pretty hard. If you haven't yet, you know, make sure to go on Twitter and check out the snippet, because this is sounding pretty hard. I'm very excited to hear the final version for this as well. That was also at the AP event that Travis held, so it seems like, you know, the Cactus Jack family, the Cactus Jack squad, are all gearing up to drop some music now. We also have Fago, but he also dropped that EP, but he got to drop a real good album to kind of capitalize off of the hype, because Fago is kind of like, where's he at right now? So I think all in all, this has been a pretty good week, or a pretty good past couple of weeks for Travis fans, because it doesn't, you know, it means that he's not just doing the album Utopia, doing the tour, and after that disappearing again, being all mysterious. He's teasing new music actively. He's talking about making music every day before every show. He's now previewing one song that we don't have a title for, and one song, Cinderella, or now we know Family Forever with Future. So it's really a good sign. This is not like the drought that we had between Astroworld and Utopia. It was always like little hints that we thought, okay, now maybe. This is him staying in complete motion ever since Utopia dropped, and just, you know, getting active and getting on these covers and dropping the watches and doing all of that. He's obviously known for doing a lot of collabs, and that is something that is very, you know, in the DNA of Travis Scott, to do these big brand deals, and AP being one that I didn't expect, and one that was way bigger than I thought he would go. I mean, he did Nike, he did Fortnite, he did McDonald's, whatever. What else did he do? So it wasn't completely out of the blue, but still, it was really unexpected. And I would have loved the Telekinesis version with Kanye. I would have rather gotten that than the watch. I think everybody did. Now let me know what y'all think about this. Do you think we are getting new Travis Scott music relatively soon? Do you think just right after the show wraps up, the tour wraps up, so starting in February, or do you think it's going to be another year, another 2 years, another 5 years? Let me know all your thoughts on the snippets and on the release date of this, you know, album or snippets in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and you'll take care.